And away we go. It is a nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com. It is, what the hell is it? It's Sunday. It's what, June 26th, I think.
It's in the bottom right corner of your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't slept in 2 days. Anyway, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken. Visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Can't wait to talk to Dave.
I was going to ask you, have you talked to Dave yet?
Well, he said it was so good that they're already planning another family trip to go back because the Simone family had their first Galactic experience on Saturday. So I'm excited to get Dave on to talk about it.
For sure.
What did they order?
Did he finish 3 tendies?
Did he finish? How much Galactic sauce was involved?
Never enough.
What sides? Are you pickle people? Like, did you have the gluten-free pickles? I've had them. I hate pickles. I've had them and they were pretty good. Like they were good.
Not for me.
But yeah, Galactic Fried Chicken. Get there. Tell them to pump it up. Save 15%. We might have to come up with a new code word for Galactic here soon.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
Make sure people are still listening.
I feel like pump it up. Like we've been doing that one for a long time. Maybe we need to revitalize the promo.
Maybe after Squat Fest, we'll have a new phrase.
There you go. Oh my God. Is that really Friday?
Friday. Oh man. Can't wait. I'm going to be there. I got the green light. We're good.
I'm glad you're on top of that because my brain
I'm all over it, man.
has been elsewhere. And so I haven't slept in 2 days.
I'm getting a t-shirt.
You're getting a Squat Fest t-shirt from the Squat Fest gift shop.
I asked Brady months ago and he gave me the thumbs up. I slid into his DMs asking for a t-shirt.
So Friday night we were in Vegas. I did the dumb thing. I
got drunk early.
No, actually it was pretty late.
That's the dumb thing because then you end up wasted with no money.
So I was playing roulette. I've got a pretty good roulette system. It works pretty well for me. Okay. The system was working well, except for
as you're currently wearing red and black.
So what I'll generally do is I'll start. It's like the new roulette machines, right?
Oh, I don't like those.
Okay.
I'm old fashioned. I like the person with the marble and all that, you know.
Sure. So I sit down. I'll start with like 100. And I have a system that I kind of build up and build up and build up. So I sat down, I did that, I built up the system. I got to about $600. Kelly came down to just check and see what was going on. Instant jinx. The $600 was gone in 2.5 minutes.
Oof.
It was fast. So she leaves, get another 100 out, build it back up, bankroll the money, build it back up, start back over, bankroll the money. Got up to it was a good amount. It would have taken a nice chunk out of the trip. And then I lost it all.
That's the way it goes.
But that's Vegas, right? Like I didn't lose a ton of money. House always
wins.
I didn't lose a ton of money. But I had a great time over like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and then I went to bed.
Sad.
That's Vegas. That's why I don't gamble. Because I will get up big, being methodical, and then as soon as I get up big, I'm like, ooh, we could double there.
Double it up.
We could double there. Yeah, that's how they get you.
Put on black.
That's how they get you, right?
49% chance of victory here. We're good.
Or like you're looking up, I had this happen to me as I was losing my chips.
Always leave the table when they switch dealers, right?
Well, but there's no dealers.
Right, I'm saying, but you played blackjack.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Man, I got burned bad like that.
So black had hit 7 times in a row. 7 times in a row because they keep. I don't know if you've been to these video machines. That's why they keep track of everything.
Sure.
These are the last 25 hands.
Yeah, makes sense.
These are the odds over the last 50 hands, whatever. So it's an odds game. You're playing the odds. And I got down a little bit and I was like, oh, well, there's no way 8 blacks in a row are going to happen.
Sure enough.
And sure enough, 8 blacks in a row happened. And I decided it's time to go back upstairs and call it a night in Vegas. It's what it is. Then we woke up, went and got some grub in Vegas this morning. Yeah, that was this morning. No, that was yesterday morning. Oh boy. And then drove back to LA, dropped off the rental car, waited for the flight, got on the flight, red-eye flight, LA to CBG. And the minute that the plane started moving, this toddler, 1 row over, 1 row back, just unleashed. And it lasted probably a good 60 to 70% of the flight.
So what's the worst experience that you can have? Like, is it worse when you have the toddler screaming? Is it worse when you have the person next to you who won't share the armrest? Or is over?
Okay, so I've never had that one because I don't fly like I've rarely ever flown solo. So like, if I got Kelly next to me, we can figure out an angle. I'll take the back third. You get the top. Like, we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
I haven't had that one, so I don't know how I don't know if I can rate that one.
Or like the 6-year-old behind you in the seat that's just kicking.
Yeah.
Or the person behind you who just won't gets upset that you reclined.
So the screaming toddler is the worst. One. This lady knew it was it had to be the grandma or someone transporting the child somewhere because there was a significant age difference between the toddler and the person in charge.
Chad, I'm gonna be 38 having a kid here. You better be careful.
This person could have been your mom. Are we clearer now?
All right.
So the baby loses its shit. Oh, I forgot. I knew I was missing a part. That's why my brain was working slow for a second. So we're in business class, just so you got a little extra leg room. And there's 3 seats to a row in business class.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever was in charge for this trip bought all 3 seats for this older woman and this toddler.
Maniacal Tyler.
They knew this toddler was going to be an asshole. Think about, you're talking a direct flight in business class from LAX to Cincinnati. To buy out the whole row for 2 people, you know something.
Sounds dreadful.
Why would you do that to everybody else on the flight? All everybody on that flight wanted to do was get on that flight in the dark and lay your head back for 4 hours.
I've made that flight. Wasted.
Of course.
I was one of the people who almost missed the flight, heard my name over the intercom.
Aaron Smith, get your ass to the flight.
Literally.
Oh. So all I had wanted, I had to drive through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain.
Well played.
Yeah. But I had to drive all the way through the desert throughout the day. Like I needed a cocktail when I got to LAX. Right? We were in our terminal was in a section of LAX that was being remodeled, which meant there were no restaurants, no bars, no nothing. It was just the terminal, the seats, and the gate. That was it. So I didn't get a drink. I was cranky as fuck because I hadn't slept. And then there's this stupid toddler screaming. So that's the worst. Like, the kid kicking you in the back, you can turn around and deal with that kid.
I'll turn this plane around and end your precious little field trip.
You know how many times I wanted to dad that little toddler that was like, it was punching the grandma in the face. How many times I wanted to just turn around and be like, you better cut the shit.
I don't know that you can do that on a plane in 2022.
You can't. That's why I didn't do it. Boy, I wanted to.
Ooh.
Boy, I wanted to. All right, that's 10 minutes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you on the BBP tomorrow night. Let's get into a couple things real quick. People are going to be so pissed, but we had a lot to catch up on. Aaron's had internet and power issues. I disconnected. We're going to get on another tangent here. I disconnected more on this vacation than I can ever remember.
I lost power twice this week and internet once this week. Dear sweet Jesus.
And you thought I was going to be mad at you, but no. I was so disconnected from things. I was just like,
I was never worried about you being mad at me, if I'm being honest.
I know, but you know what I mean.
I'm more worried about, like, for me, that doesn't look good to your boss. Like,
right?
Well, everything in this house has shit the bed entirely. Again, last night, for the second time this week, we were out of power for more than 6 hours.
Oh, brutal.
Over it.
But what was my reaction? Whatever. We'll get going when I get home.
Your reaction's like, then. That sucks, man. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, sorry, bro. That means I don't have to work tonight. Damn it. I actually am behind it. I've been in cahoots with the power company.
You and AP out here.
Power and internet. Yeah, me and the power and internet company. I've been in cahoots all week.
Didn't know you had those kind of connects up in Columbus.
I was like, no, just him. Just shut it down. So that I can be like, do I want to work tonight? Nope.
Well, Chad, there was a tornado 3 miles away from us.
Yeah, I can see.
The other day.
Where that would, yeah. Anyhow, I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Are you sure you're okay? Because it sounds like there might be something going on.
It's summer. There's kids, dog.
Let's just briefly touch on things. We'll get back into a better flow tomorrow night with the BBP.
Sure.
I'll be going to get some sleep at some point. I got 3.5 hours of sleep when I got home from the airport today. So couple that with the 2.5, 3 hours of sleep I got in Vegas.
I slept in until 12:30 today.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Football recruiting. Who are we kidding? Like, do we really? We'll give it a little bit, I guess. Football recruiting. It's sounding like Malik Elsie and Anthony Brown are both kind of targeting mid to late July decisions. I like where Cincinnati's at with both. We've got some information up on Jermaine Matthews on the board. Jalen Thompson. It's just such an interesting deal because there's been a few twists and turns since he left Cincinnati.
Is it really a really good recruitment if there aren't some twists and turns, though?
You would, if you're a kid, you'd probably prefer there not be twists and turns, depending on the kid. Some kids love chaos. I can relate.
One in this house who does, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So that one's, we're still developing a read on that one because it feels like we're in the middle of a lot playing out. So then you have to see where it shakes and where opinions fall after, a couple weeks. Jermaine Matthews, I'll tip my cap to Jermaine. He's done a great job. We are 5 days from a decision. We know Ohio State.
July 1st, not July 4th?
July 1st. We know Ohio State is probably where the smart money, if I was
literally smart money.
Yeah. If I was coming home if I was running the sports book of recruiting commitments, the odds would favor Ohio State. But I've talked to a couple people that have said, don't completely dismiss Cincinnati here. So
what about Alabama getting into the mix? Prime time's in the mix.
I think this is still Ohio State, Cincinnati.
All right.
There's a long way to signing day. Like, who knows how the relationships could change long term.
Sure.
We're talking about a decision being made in 5 days, Aaron.
His LSU camp looked real good.
Of course it did. But we're talking about a decision being made in 5 days. Do I think it's going to be LSU, Alabama, Jackson State with no prior relationship to them dating back more than 2 weeks?
Stay out of our pipeline, Saban.
So I think this is Ohio State, Cincinnati. I would give Ohio State the odds. I'm glad that you make yourself laugh.
I mean, it's the callback.
I know. I was trying to get through some stuff here.
Okay.
And we'll find out. Like, I would hope that we'll have a better idea as we get closer to Friday. But I know in checking some things out today, everybody's like, he's gonna do what Jermaine's gonna do, man. We're gonna find it out when we find it out. So
if he does end up committing to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati gets 2 top Winton Woods recruits, I think everything changes for Cincinnati recruiting in general. Like, to take down a school like Winton Woods, I know, and obviously we've talked about it here anyway, that there have been some massive coaching changes at Winton Woods, but to finally get the buy-in from a school that Cincinnati has simply not had a buy-in from for a long time, I think it changes a lot in the landscape of Cincinnati recruiting for Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't want to overstate that, but I don't disagree with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Getting that Winton Woods door open is a big deal, because even if it closes again, like, if you get a kid that all of a sudden, like, this kid starred at Winton Woods, came to Cincinnati, and like went to the NFL, now that change, that's where things really long term
Absolutely
start to change. So, yeah, it's going to be fascinating. One quick basketball note: Dan Skillings is in town. I've talked to a couple of people about how he is assimilating. Is that the right word?
Sure.
Assimilating into his Bearcat existence, and I've heard very, very good things. Like, another 6'6", 7-foot wingspan. Insects. That's what we're calling them these days. Insects. Long, gangly arms.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due, though, right? That's
a Mike Roberts deal.
Yeah.
That's a Mike Roberts deal. I've said that before. I'm not trying to steal it.
That's all right.
That's a Mike Roberts description.
What's Dave like to say? Dave likes to say that for somebody, this is their first podcast. So
right. Quickly, basketball recruiting front. Damn it, I'm forgetting his name. Hold on. Well, first, Davion Thomas, the junior college point guard that's at Kilgore from Columbia, South Carolina. I know Wes specifically went to Texas to see him play today.
Not to be confused.
That is
Davion Thomas.
Davion Thomas. Davion. That's a name for 2023. I think we maybe need to move up the priority list, because I just think he's somebody that they really look at and like what they see from him, and could easily be, like, if you do land an Isaiah Collier, you know, Davion Thomas can just be a guard. Whoa, what was that? Was that you?
That was my phone going crazy. But
oh, okay. I was like,
nope. Go on.
What did you do over there, son? Trying to just go through some other stuff. I know Riley Burgess is really kind of catching the staff's eye. So that's a 2024 Ohio big man. Arrington Page had a really good game. earlier today or yesterday. It was yesterday. Still sorting through the basketball stuff. I
can only imagine how busy tomorrow on the phones is going to be for you.
Yeah, because I don't. You know me. I don't shut down.
I'm just glad that you're not doing radio tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Like I said, I'm glad you're not doing radio tomorrow.
I was supposed to do it tomorrow, but it got changed to Tuesday.
For Brent and my sake, I'm glad you're not doing radio tomorrow.
I would have been so salty by the time I got to you guys.
You'd have been worthless tomorrow night.
Or I'd have just been mad, like just angry that I haven't slept in days.
I can only imagine.
I was calling around today trying to figure out what the process would be for the other people involved in the Reds ownership group to stage a coup. That's my show top. That's my lead topic for Tuesday.
I can't wait. I might actually tune in from the jump on that. Like, iHeartRadio, let's go.
I'm exploring options here. Can't watch this team anymore, man. They weren't fun to watch when I wasn't watching them while I was gone on vacation. I would every
they won
90 minutes to 2 hours scroll, do a quick Twitter scroll, and the Dodgers were just pantsing them.
They won big today.
I was home enough. Got home. We had a volleyball game. That was great for Kelsey. The day you return from vacation and you have a red-eye flight where you don't sleep a wink, and then you got a middle of the afternoon Sunday 11-year-old girls volleyball league.
I might have sat that one out.
I was there.
I don't mean you.
No, you.
I mean her.
Oh, yeah. They have a game scheduled. How crazy is this? They have a game scheduled for July the 3rd at 5:00 in the evening.
It's not July 4th.
July 4th is a Monday.
Observe the holiday, Chad. Observe the holiday.
July 4th is a Monday. You know what everybody is going to be doing on July 3rd?
Look, man, I don't feel bad for you. We got baseball tournaments all weekend, so I get it.
Yeah, but this is specific. You're in a tournament. We just have a random fucking Sunday afternoon game on July 3rd at 5:00.
All this particular team plays is tournaments.
Okay, well then you sign them up for a team that plays regular games. That's a you problem.
It's all stars, man. Come on now, get out of here. Off the rails.
We gotta get out of here. See you later. Welcome back. I'll be here all week. We're good to go. It's the Nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken.
Hopefully I have power all week. See ya!